Hello.
What if I just did like a whole show without speaking? Just.
It would be awkward.
That would be awkward. The longer I just did this and didn't say anything, the more I was like, what if I just don't talk? But then I didn't. I didn't do that. That would be weird. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining us for our regular Sunday sprinting. I just jumped so high. Sorry, Beth.
So sorry.
Good. You've got like 10, 15 minutes. We usually chat a little tiny bit, so you're good. Hello. Hello. Let us know what you're doing today. If you're reading, I want to know what you're reading. If you're writing, I want to know what you're working on. You know the usual. How was everybody's weekend?
I'm working on my urban fantasy.
Yay. I'm working on edits on book 2.
I'm very excited that you're working on edits for book 2.
I am too. Hello.
Hello.
That is what we shall be doing. I have so much I could get done tonight. So hopefully they're good sprints.
My weekend's been okay considering the fact that it's been 9 days long. But today, of course, I have to go back to work tomorrow, which sucks. But and yesterday I had a migraine all day, which sucked. But I got to meet my brother's new girlfriend today, and that was fun. I got to whip ass at phase 10 to my mom, my brother, and his girlfriend. I whipped all of their asses, and yeah, it was great.
Always good. I did a lot of work, a lot of writing. I had like a surprise day off on Friday after 9 a.m., which was fantastic.
We got a lot of work done Friday.
I did get a lot of work done. We both did. And then Saturday, I had my nephew's first birthday party and my niece's 4th birthday party combined because their birthdays are pretty close. So we had family day yesterday. And then I came home and put myself to sleep at like 9 o'clock. I was like, you know what? Nope. And that's called being an adult. Just putting yourself to bed 9 p.m. on a Saturday. But then I worked today. Got some stuff done on the books, some video editing. So, you know, it all evens out. And now we're here doing this thing. All right. What do we got going on? Finally able to catch one of these. I'm glad you can. Off from all 3 jobs. What are you going to be doing with your time off?
That's a rare day off there, Drew.
That is. You're going to be reading with us. Grade an essay test. Might read a little bit. You have earned it. I'm sure you have. Hello. Planners in order. Spreadsheet stuff. Post spotlight cards for the write-a-thon. I'm very excited about that. The video that I just edited was for the Writer's Hive, where I also pimp the Worldwide Write-a-thon because I'm pretty stoked about it. Ooh. Nice.
Let us know what we both read that book, so let us know what you think about it when you're done.
Yeah. I do like it. On 43 rewrites tonight. Finished 3 scenes.
Right here. You can kind of see it a little bit.
3 to go.
Right here.
Oh, you can't see mine. Mine are just off camera. Final push to get my first draft finished. 2 scenes to go. You've got this, Melanie. That's awesome.
Very exciting.
Loveless by Alice Oseman and loving it. I do like
I
Alice
that
Oseman.
one.
I have not either. It's been a minute. She does have very pretty eyes.
Thank you. They're just very blue today because I'm wearing blue. So
yeah,
just like
they pops.
Yeah.
The Cat Who Brought Down the House. Nice. Taste of Love. Fantastic. Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Reading tonight, prepping for work. Work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. One series. Don't get too excited.
I have finished a few series. I've finished all of these series. Boom. Except for that, because it's not done yet. But I have finished some series.
There are too many series that you have not finished for me to
I finished more than I have not finished.
Praise you for that.
I have finished more than I have not finished.
I do have a couple that I need to finish that I have not done yet, but I can't find the motivation.
This whole shelf, I've finished all those series.
What about the one right behind your head? Your shoulders. So many Sanderson left unread.
We're not going to talk about that. He's got a lot of books. Okay.
So many. I have so many I still need to read. And I want to. Genuinely, I do. Just
I have so many of these I need to read. And then he's just like, guess what? I wrote 4 secret novels. And I'm like, well, I have to read those too.
I guess I'm buying those too. I am part of the $25 million.
I mean, I am only like 40 bucks of it because I just got the ebooks, but I did contribute.
That's weak sauce. I want full tilt. I do want to check it though. I wonder if he actually
didn't go full tilt.
I did not go full tilt. I did get the actual physical books though. No, he's just under 25 million.
I feel a little proud of the fact that like he was still under 2 million when I did mine.
I think he was under 2. He was just over 1 million when I
did it right after you. He was still in that 1 million range.
Redonkulous. But also, I like what this says for publishing. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm curious what it does to publishing.
Yeah. We shall see. Throne of Glass.
I have never read Throne of Glass, nor will I ever read Throne of Glass. Not because I don't think I won't enjoy it. It's just I don't want to commit to that long of a series right now. I'm already too far behind. I'm like, that's it. I'm too far behind.
I DNF'd like partway through the series. I never finished it. I let people spoil it. So Jennifer, we're not alone. Yeah, I get it. I have read the Sanderson and I do love it. If you want it, I'll get it for you. Don't think I won't.
You do that, I'll go get the link.
There's still 25 days. He's at 25 million and there's 25 days to go. So, oh God, Mistborn is so good. So good. Yeah. He's at 24,850 some. So he's about to hit 25 million. So yes. Ooh, I have not read that yet, but I want to. I have not yet. I'm gonna. What am I reading right now? I am reading The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. I just started it though. I'm not very far in, but I am pretty excited about that because I've heard good things. So I decided to dive right in with like tabbing and annotating. I'm just going to go full tilt because I have a feeling I will love it. So yeah.
Yeah, he's at 24,873,000.
So he went up 20,000 since I checked a second ago.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Yeah, because he somehow has to print and warehouse at this point over 100,000 books. There's over 100,000 backers at this point. Granted, not all of them are physical, but like, I think it's more than he thought it was going to be. Yeah,
I
no.
like how it's like you're only charged if the project meets its funding goal by the deadline. And I'm like, he reached that in 30 minutes.
Yep. Yep, sure did. Yeah. I do like that he's using this as an opportunity to make sure that everybody who buys a physical book gets the ebook as well. He's like, you bought it. The words
Yes.
are yours. You should get both.
But
And I'm
but
like, I love
also
that.
he does have an option to just get the ebooks. It's
Yep.
$40. So it's $10 per book. And it doesn't
Mhm.
actually charge you until the project ends on March
Mhm.
31st. So you
Correct.
can go ahead and back it and then make sure you have the money in your account by March 31st. And $40, $10 for an ebook of a large fantasy novel is not
Yeah.
asking too much, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. And you don't have to worry about the shipping costs or any of that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm all in for the physical books, and I went and bit that bullet because I do read all of his stuff for the most part. So, friends, we are going to do 2 45-minute sprints. If you're new here, that's our jam. That's what we do. So we're going to get into our first sprint because we got work to do, right? So let's get through a couple comments, and then we're going to pull up the timer. It is an insane number. It's a lot.
I mean, he has his own publishing company.
Correct.
He just will have to figure out where to house it while they're being printed.
Mm-hmm. He's his own publisher, so it's just going to be a matter of housing to ship out, right? Like, and then you got to think about how many of those people also got the subscription service boxes where they're getting a box every, month. If they're getting swag stuff, he's got to kind of figure out warehousing and putting all of that together. It's a big undertaking, but it's pretty cool.
It is really cool. It's a cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool way of seeing, like, even if you put your book up there,
Yeah.
that you were already going to offer the ebook and just charge the lowest tier is what you were going to charge for the ebook anyway. But just to see what kind of response you'd get to your book,
Yeah.
it
It's
could be a
great.
really cool way of going forward for self-published authors to try out.
Mm-hmm. The shipping is prohibitive. I get it. It's a lot, but that was a Sanderson tangent. But yeah.
We always
All
have
right,
one.
friends. Huh? We
We
always
always
have
have to
one
have
tangent.
one.
There's a tangent somewhere, always. All right, let's get to work, friends. We will see you on the other side of 45 minutes. Let's see what we can get done. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I really did not want to be done that scene. Let's let Amber finish up. We'll see how everybody did. Let us know. And yes, I 1000% was off of mute for a second there because I completely left StreamYard and had to come back in. My tab just decided to close.
I did not see you leave, but I did hear you sniff, and I almost jumped out of my pants.
I dropped straight out. Like, I was not here at all, and I had to, like, reopen, and then
I must have been really focused.
I completely forgot about the mute, and Amber was like, you sniffed, and I nearly died, and I was like, I'm sorry. Maddie joined.
I got 722 words.
Very nice. It's difficult for me to tell because editing, I don't have like word counts to discuss.
Here's the question that you can answer. How do you feel about what you got done during the sprint? Do you feel like you were successfully productive during the sprint?
Yes.
Good. There you go. That answers it. It means you had a good sprint.
Making it stronger. That's all I can ask of myself. Beth finished up her first class that she was working on grading. I'm going to try to do another in the last 28 minutes. Hopefully you did. Working on a new outline for an Amish retelling of Romeo and Juliet. I wish you remembered it too. I don't wish you having to read it again. Particularly. Sorry.
I mean, Romeo and Juliet is probably the least offensive, like, not offensive in that way, but like to your eyeballs to read off of all of his works. Like, it's the easiest one to read.
I still think A Midsummer Night's Dream was still my easiest.
I mean, my easiest was probably Macbeth, but I really liked the whole, like, tragedy of that one.
Yeah.
No. I'm wrong. I'm lying to your face hole. Hamlet.
Got it. Ooh. Editing a contemporary YA. Love that.
It's nice.
Hopefully it went well. Didn't quite make my reading goal, but if I'd actually thought about which class I was grading, I would have known it wasn't going to happen. Got a few things done. Not a lot. Meh. Actually, 2 mess. Finished dinner, wrote about 293 words. Almost done with scene 4. That's amazing. Good job, Kate. On page 76 of Taste for Love, I was like, do I have to keep editing or can I go read a book? I can read a book, can
I? No. You cannot.
Read 38 pages, 30 pages from the end. Things are so intense right now. But hopefully you're enjoying it. You'll be done soon. Duolingo lit lesson, read 35 pages of fresh. 24% left. Can't see things. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm curious. Since we're at the beginning of a new month, right? This is our first time meeting in March, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What was everybody's favorite read of last month? Share. Let me know. Let me know in a comment what your favorite read from last month was or your biggest accomplishment from last month.
So I only read one book last month.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a middle grade, The Dollhouse Murders by, what's her name? Betty Wren Wright. It was the only book I read last month. So that was my favorite book I read.
So that was my favorite book.
It actually wasn't bad. It wasn't nearly as terrifying as Christina's Ghost.
That book was so messed up.
I have it right here.
What are you reading right now?
Nothing. Not a one thing.
It's a pretty cover.
Except for Kane's Jawbone, nothing.
That is true.
I'm still in a weird reading slump. Well, technically, I am reading a book by a friend that's an author named juliezantopoulos.
Yep.
Technically, I am reading her contemporary romance book.
Technically, I forgot about that entirely. Like legitimately entirely. What was my favorite book from last month?
You actually did pretty good last month on your reading.
I did do good last month, but I didn't read anything I super loved. I don't think. Because I think I read Cytonic last month. I read Sweet Pea last month. I'm trying to think of like my physical books.
I didn't. You read yet? Like you finished that just like 2 days ago.
I did not love it. I did not like it. But that's okay. I decided to add another scene. You and me both. You and me both. My editor went, here's the changes I think need to be made, but like maybe don't add too much to the length of the book because it's already kind of long. And I was like, right. But how about if I add like 7,000 more words? Is that fine? Is that okay? I can do that, right? Like I will take your advice. I will change those things, but I will also find completely new things that I feel like I need to add into the book. That's fine, right?
It'll make it easier to transition into book 3 by adding those things in.
And it'll make book 2 stronger. And I get that. Yeah. And they'll get that. It'll be fine. But still. Read 30 pages. Forgot where I started. Listened to 30%. That's fantastic. Thinking of stop reading A Taste for Love for a bit and start reading Quiet Kind of Thunder is so good. I'm sorry. But that book is so good. I love that book so much.
I knew when I saw that comment coming up, I was like, Julie's going to be very pro moving to Quiet Kind of Thunder.
Yeah, I will be. It's granted, it has been years since I read that book. Years. But I loved that book when I read it. 35 pages of Mistborn. Yay!
I do really like Mistborn.
Yeah. Can you take over the comments really quick?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry. I'm sure she had a little emergency. All right. I've only read Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer Night's Dream. Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite. I haven't actually read Midsummer Night's Dream. And I don't have any plans to, but I might be convinced to read it if enough people tell me that it's amazing. I'm reading a Jessica Bird book, The Billionaire Back by J.R. Ward, published with Harlequin under that name. That sounds interesting. A lot. I only read 4 books last month. My favorite was an ARC. Love It, First Bites, adult romancy rom-com. I love a good rom-com. That sounds really cute, especially if it has like a hate to love situation. I love hate to love so much. My favorite read from February and all of 2022 so far is House of Sky and Breath. I don't think I've gone a day since finishing it that I haven't thought about it multiple times a day. That's amazing. I bought the audio book for it because I did read the first book in audio, and I haven't gotten to it yet, but I do want to get to that soon. I just haven't been diamond painting, and that's when I listen to my audiobooks. And I don't commute because I'm working from home. So, my favorite book last month was either A Snake Falls to Earth or We Are Not Free. They were both 5 stars. Amazing. Love a good 5-star. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I've never heard of that. Was it good? I have a few books I'm partway through, but I didn't finish much this month. I feel you there, Beth. I read one middle grade book that took me an hour to read. So, yeah. I get it. Them Boys novella trilogy by Alexandria House. Interesting. Just bumped Quiet Kind of Thunder on my list. Julie really loves that book. I have not read it, but I have heard it is really good for the representation for deaf and hard of hearing, and I love that. So, Midsummer Night's Dream is fantastic. I haven't read anything else by Shakespeare but I'll have to if I do more retellings. I want to do a whole Amish classic series. I mean, I'm not sure how much Hamlet would translate into Amish because it's cray-cray. It's a little crazy. Much Ado About Nothing is my favorite Shakespeare comedy, and then tragedy is The Merchant of Venice. I did read The Merchant of Venice in school, and I did like that one. Can't think of any other stories besides Pride and Prejudice and The Gift of the Magi for Amish retellings. I have no idea. I don't really know. I don't read Amish, so I don't really know what kind of criteria they have. So I have no idea. Ariadne is fantastic. It's a retelling of the Minotaur story from Greek mythology. That's amazing. I'll have to add that to my list because that sounds amazing. I'm going to read Escape the Woods by my client, Gabriella Catherine. She's 18. Oh, I love that. I love when we can like help our teens just get to writing. And I wish I would have had somebody to help me like hone that gift, when I was younger, because I loved to write, but I didn't know where to like start or anything. So that's amazing. I did some diamond painting earlier today while I finished my audiobook of City in the Middle of the Night. I haven't diamond painted in a while, like once since I moved here in October. So not much at all. All right, Much Ado About Nothing, seconded as favorite comedy. Okay. To be fair, my favorite movie is 10 Things I Hate About You, and it's a Taming of the Shrew retelling. So, yes. However, Heath Ledger, was that why we loved it? It's possible. Love that movie. I've watched that movie so many times. For the second sprint, I'll be reading Quiet Kind of Thunder. All right, that's awesome. So is everybody ready to jump into the last 45 minute sprint? I know I was on a roll, so I would love to get started. And I know that Julie's probably freaking out and trying to get back. Probably also Julia Stiles. Yeah, I loved Julia Stiles back in the day when she was on that and on what's the dancing one called? Whatever the dancing movie that she was in was called. I can't remember. But yeah. We're going to do another 45. Let me get this one. I mean, I don't dislike the Heath Ledger part. No, it was good, and I think that's smart. Just like with taking Emma and making it into Clueless. Like when you take these classic and you retell them into a modern teen retelling, I think that's the easiest way to reach a new audience, and that's how we all love them. Save the Last Dance. Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready for the second sprint. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, and we will jump in, and I will see you guys on the other end of 45 minutes. Good luck.
Oh, hello, friends. That was a short sprint for me by the time I got back. But hopefully, you guys all got a lot done.
That was one of the best sprints that I've ever had in a long time. I'm up to 2,172 words.
I love it.
It's like 1,300 words in that sprint. Like I was writing.
They feel good? Good words?
Yeah. No, it's flowing. It's flowing nicely.
Yay! I love when that happens.
Excited.
I love when that happens.
It's been a long time since I've felt this like excitement. So, yay.
It's been a long time since you've let yourself just pants.
True. And I realize as I'm doing it, I'm like, I miss this.
This is what it's supposed to be like for me.
This is fun. I miss it being fun.
I know. I'm glad. I'm glad it is. I did. She flooded a bathroom. So that was fun to take care of. But I think we're okay. Yay.
Also, somebody said that their husband had never seen Titanic. How are you an adult in this day and age and not have seen Titanic?
I saw it multiple times in the theater, let alone after that.
Same. I did
let
too.
alone after that.
I was in high school when it came out. I saw it in theater a lot.
A lot.
Yay. And Jessica knows how much I've struggled. So
I know. It's amazing. I'm so happy. I have one class left to grade, which is my weekend goal. There you go. Nailed it. Just had dinner.
It's going great.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hello.
That did go by fast. The second one always does. Making good progress.
I looked up at one point and there was only like 2 minutes left, and I was like, no, it's flowing so well.
By the time I got back and like really, I just got like really into like the meat of this like one particular edit, and I was like, no. I have to replace so many scenes with something that would make sense in an Amish setting. Are you like super married to an Amish setting? Is that like, that's the goal? I have to imagine that definitely limits some things.
Yay. So glad
I'm
you finished your editing.
That's awesome.
Ew, David.
Ew, David. I love this shirt. 388 for me. Finished scene 4. Chapters already at word count. But these latest chapters are clocking in at 5K. I love that. I love a good 5K chapter. It's kind of my sweet spot.
I don't think I've ever written a 5K chapter. When I get to like 3K, I'm like, yeah, it's too long.
I will be done now.
Mine are usually around 15 to 1,800-ish. Mm-hmm. That's my sweet spot.
Okay. I feel like I get into like certain scenes and I'm just like, I don't ever want them to end. Like, I love them so much that I'm like, they should just keep going on for forever. And then they get really long. I used to watch it with friends when we were like 13 because we weren't allowed. It was a wee bean. Yeah.
I actually had it on VHS, and it came in 2 separate VHS tapes. It was so long.
I did not have it in VHS, but I can imagine that would happen.
And like, I used to just watch the second half because it's the best part. Like,
yeah. Who needs the first half?
I know this is going to make me sound super sociopathic, but my favorite part was when the dude jumped off the back as it was going up and like hit the propeller and went like blink and then like flipped. It was my favorite part because it was so like, oh God.
Oh my God.
In the
Why?
movie theater, when it would happen, people would be like, "Oh," because it was so loud that like plink as he like hit it. I would laugh every time.
Amber. Good heavens.
And then like when the priest is like as he's like falling and trying to hold on to people, I laughed every time.
You are not well.
I told you it's gonna make me sound sociopathic, but because I know it's a fake movie, like even though it's a real event, even though I know that those actors, nothing actually happened to them, I found it amusing.
First time, yay! Thanks, Kaylani. We are doing well. I'm writing my first book. I need to get some work done on it for this project. Well, unfortunately, that was our last of 2 45-minute sprints. We start at 8 p.m. EST. We do 2 45-minute sprints. That was the end of it. So we're just touching base, seeing how everybody did. If you have any goals for this week, feel free to share them so that we can encourage you. And then next Sunday, we can touch base. And hopefully you've made them. So if you want some accountability, go ahead and share your goals for the week. And we can touch base again on Sunday. But really,
I got obsessed with the Titanic, period, for a while. Just obsessed.
I did not. Again, because I feel like all the documentaries were like, let's take this sub down and look into the depths of the ocean. And I went, no, thank you. Hard pass. Hard pass.
I can watch that stuff if I'm not there. I wouldn't go down there.
I can't
watch it.
I can't watch it. It's too much.
That's amazing.
That is fantastic. Unfortunately, that's it.
Sorry.
I only rate Amish fiction, so yes. Well,
Valid.
Then you have experience with it, and then you'll be able to edit that out, edit that down, edit it correctly. Start working on my next project, and I'm not sure how I want to do it. So next weekend, y'all get to watch me flail.
You'll figure it out.
You will.
As long as you don't wait until the last minute and have to write it all in like 3 weeks like you did the last one.
It's fine. We'll be here for you, though, when you do. 399 words is great for coming in at the end.
Yeah. And check us Sunday at 8 p.m. EST every Sunday.
No, we're not. Yep, 8 p.m. EST. We do 2 45-minute sprints. But unfortunately, you are finding us at the end. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I know, because I would love to have you here and cheer you on and continue to just encourage you to get your stuff done. So every other week, we're right back here at 8 p.m. EST, and they're scheduled throughout the entirety of March. You can go to my channel and set your notifications so that you know exactly when we start, or just, put it on your calendar. We're reliable every Sunday. This is how we end our weekends, start our weeks. My 19th Amish novel. Oh, so then, then you are well equipped to edit the Amish in. 1,007 for the stream. That is fantastic.
Great.
I love that.
Exactly. We're right there.
I don't aim for 5,000 words, and most of the time I will edit it down to about 3,000, but they're long. That is throwback. 2 VHS versions too. I did not have that.
Because it's like 3 hours, so it had like an hour and a half on each tape.
It was so bad. I feel like the only one that I have like the extended Lord of the Rings DVDs, and you have to get up in the middle and change them out. Mm-hmm. But other than that,
blink. No, like blink.
Oh, blink. Got it. I'm like, what? It's not. It is intriguing. It's also terrifying. Yay! I'm glad you'll be back.
I do have a bit of a dark side.
No. No.
That won't be hard to do because Amber will not be getting on a boat.
He'll push you over just to hear the blink.
I would not do that to my friends. Watch out, enemies, but I would not do that to my friends.
Not to lose your sanity at work is a great goal for the week.
Same.
Yep. This is every single Sunday. We're right back here. You can rely on it.
The weekend out.
Hoping to write 3 chapters by next week. That's phenomenal.
That's
so next goal. Sunday, when you're back here, we'll touch base. I'm hoping to get at least halfway through the book with edits, which I should be able to do.
Yeah, I don't make goals in that way anymore. I just want to continue to write and get words in.
Do you want to say that you're going to dedicate time to it every day, or you don't even want to do that?
I would like to dedicate at least 10 hours over the week total to writing.
However that works out.
Yeah.
Weekend included?
No, just during the week.
During the week. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sleep in tomorrow sounds great. Oh, man, I love a good sleep in. I really do. Yeah. Last class graded by Tuesday. Essays are due at the end of the week, so you got to be done before that. Yeah. I believe in you. We'll touch base on Sunday. Ugh. The shoes?
I mean, the shoes are made out of a different material than clothes. Clothes are going to disintegrate a lot faster than shoes are.
But you're saying the bones are there and the shoes aren't? Like the
bones are not there. They're all
the
gone.
bones aren't there, but the shoes are.
Mm-hmm.
What did they make shoes out of?
Back then, right? They were like
rubber and leather, but leather is still skin.
Maybe the rubber is still there. Also, I don't think that all of the stuff necessarily disintegrated. I think creatures had a say in the bodies. You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
It's also crazy how the guy found it. He was looking for a different ship and was like, huh, that kind of looks like the Titanic.
Don't like it.
Back in the 80s.
I finished Sisters in Arms. So far, fantastic. There you go.
That's
Hopefully
great.
We do it. Part 2. So far, this outline, it's great. I figured out the end to replace their suicides. They go into a coma instead. Okay.
I tell you what, Shakespeare did love himself some good deaths in his stories.
I'm telling you, of all the miscommunication tropes, that's the worst. It's the worst. It's not a good one.
Yeah, because I'm thinking Hamlet would not be easy to turn into an Amish setting because it's literally everyone dies. It's how is the name of the game for that story.
Yeah.
So far so good though, Jessica.
What you need to do, Jessica, is jump on a StreamYard with Amber and myself and then just throw ideas around, which is what we did earlier before you got on here, and it really helps.
I got goosebumps. It was so good. It was a good brainstorming session.
It was a great brainstorming session. Sometimes you just gotta throw stuff out there and let people bounce stuff back to you. Finish part 2 of Lock the Doors by Vincent Ralph. When my brother and I watch the Lord of the Rings extended editions, we go, next disc. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They really did split those up in the best way too. Right at these pivotal scenes and the music kind of goes up and you're like, ah! Run to the DVD player. I refuse to get rid of them.
When I bought the Lord of the Rings movies, I didn't buy the extended versions at first.
You have to.
I just bought the first disc and it ended and I went, okay, so I'm going to Walmart to get the other 2 discs because I'm about to watch that. Mm-hmm. It was 10 o'clock at night and I went up to Walmart to buy the other 2 discs and I binged them all night. Got up the next day and went, I don't think I took that in because I was not well. I'm going to sleep for 2 days and then I'm going to binge them again.
I'm going to watch them again. I have never been able to watch one and then just stop. I can't casually watch Lord of the Rings. You have to watch the whole thing and it's an entire day. You've got to commit to just not moving for a very long time. But I've never been able to just be I'm going to casually watch a couple minutes and then just turn it off. I'll just watch this one, come back and watch more. Like, no. Continuing with edits is a great goal. Hoping to get the book I'm working on, submit it to publisher by the end of next week. It's due on the 15th. You got it. Perfect. You got it. Be more productive this week. Last week was really unproductive.
I feel like I was on vacation but didn't go anywhere, and I literally watched Big Bang Theory. I watched like 4 or 5 seasons of the Big Bang Theory over the week.
Yeah.
I just needed it though.
If you had an if you had an unproductive week last week, you could only get more productive.
Yeah.
Or protected. I don't know. No, the bones are dissolved. The shoes are like chemical coated leather or something. No thanks.
Oh, that'll be cute.
They will love that.
That'll be adorable.
That will be adorable.
Yeah, he found it completely by accident. They were looking for another ship. And they said they found the first part and was like, that looks an awful lot like the Titanic. And then they finally found the other part and they were like, yep, definitely the Titanic.
That's that. So does Nicholas Sparks. At the end of every book, someone dies.
I can't read his stuff. It's so sad. I can't.
No.
Yeah, Hamlet, literally the whole thing of Hamlet where he's saying like to be or not to be is him contemplating if he wants to kill himself. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the whole point.
Minor inconvenience, solution, death.
I have a splinter. I shall kill someone because I have a splinter.
I don't own Lord of the Rings movies yet, to be honest, because I haven't justified buying the extended versions and you don't want they're not, if you're going to get them, you got to go extended.
Valid.
They're beautiful. And like the additional material, if you watch the movies and the additional DVD material, like you clear a weekend. An
entire weekend.
It's intense in like the best way.
Mm-hmm.
One does not simply watch Lord of the Rings.
You experience Lord of the Rings.
Yep. The extended editions in digital format. And I feel like the weekend after the write-a-thon is going to be a marathon weekend.
That is a good thing to take, yourself just a Lord of the Rings weekend after a big write-a-thon. That'd be great.
I will sometimes put it on in the background, even during like a writing weekend or like a super productive weekend, and just have it on because it's like a comfort thing for me. Right up until you get to like Shelob, and then I'm like, and then whatever I'm doing, I get very invested in because I don't want to see that part. Why not?
Here's the thing. It's interesting. It's fun. It's crazy. And it has some very, very attractive men.
Very attractive
and
men.
Women.
And women.
It's amazing.
Listen, I understand. I don't agree, but I understand people that don't want to invest the time in reading The Lord of the Rings, but watching The Lord of the Rings?
I've read one of the books and I did love it. I will eventually read the rest of them, but the movies are amazing and the books are different than the movies. So
they are. And like my favorite storyline is not even in the movies. You have to read the books to get it. So good. So good. All right. Anyway, neither here nor there. Actually, I just looked at the prices for the extended editions and they've gone down. See, now's the time. Invest now. It took us a week and a half. So good.
And they filmed so much more than they put in the theatrical release. Yeah, I will not swim in the ocean.
No. Determined recently that the theory of how the book broke in half.
Interesting.
They have a new theory. Write-a-thon. What is this write-a-thon?
A worldwide write-a-thon.
Yep. The worldwide write-a-thon is happening the weekend of March 19th. I will be hosting the second sprint, maybe? At 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, I will be doing a sprint for the worldwide write-a-thon on my channel with Amber, Kate, and Katie. And it will be a fundraiser sprint for Ukraine. I'm forgetting the actual name of the foundation now. But there's 2 fundraiser sprints. One will be for NaNoWriMo, and the other one will be for relief for families fleeing Ukraine. And that will be my sprint if you want to come support us. Regardless, come and write. There are sprints for 36 hours straight, just writing sprints. So that is the weekend of the 19th. So definitely keep it on your radar and go follow the Worldwide Write-a-thon on Instagram for full schedules.
I also just realized that I agreed to a happy hour on the 18th.
Uh-huh.
And the sprint starts at 9 a.m. my time on the 19th. So
you're not a drinker,
not
so you'll be okay. You're not a drinker anyway, so it'll be okay.
No, it'll be fine.
I guarantee you
that's
tell them
I can't stay too late. So
yeah, that's a thing somewhere. I want to watch it. My ADHD. Yeah, it's a long time. Break it up.
You'd be surprised at how invested. Like it moves fast. The movies at least move fast enough that you stay pretty invested in it.
You do. There you go. Worldwide Write-a-thon, 19th, 20th, 36 hours, writing sprints. Just read the first one. Need someone to push me to read. Come on! Was that enough? Was that enough of a push? You got to read them. Just read them. It's so good.
My problem is I have to get the ebooks because the books I have are not readable.
Yes.
Where do I even have them? They're so tiny.
Mine, yeah, you can't read those tiny ones. Those are just for show.
That's the only version I have.
Oh, I've got like a dozen versions of that book. I have a big bind up of all of the books. I have individual books. I have the movie tie-in book. I have all of the books. I didn't enjoy the books, but I love the movies. How dare you? The cinematography is spectacular, but the books are amazing.
The cinematography is amazing.
There you go. Worldwide Write-a-thon. That thing.
New Zealand is now a place I want to visit because the cinematography is so beautiful for that movie.
Mm-hmm. There you go. International Rescue Committee for families fleeing. We're going to do that. No, I have not.
I didn't know it was out yet.
I have heard mixed reviews and not great ones. I think the only person that I've seen that read it was maybe Madison read it. She got an arc. I don't think she liked it very much.
It's a middle grade, right?
Yeah. I don't love her middle grade. I don't think it's going to be one that I read. I think it has a very intriguing premise, but I haven't heard enough good things about it to make me want to read it.
I mean, I'll buy it eventually just because I have all of Victoria Schwab's books. And I do like her middle grade stuff. So I will eventually buy it and watch it. I didn't know it was already out. Watch it, read it.
Read it. You and Maddie should do a buddy read, but regardless, just you got to read them. Started writing a contemporary romance that I've been wanting to do to just pants the fuck out of. So to save it for that weekend, do it.
Hey, I've been pantsing this new book and I'm having such a good time, Maddie.
Yeah, no, it's not
contemporary-ish.
No, it's literally about like somebody who like there's like a shadow world, like there's like a different realms.
No. How about Maddie said that she's writing a contemporary romance. But she said, but it has demons. And I'm like, it's contemporary-ish.
That's fine.
Mine went from contemporary-ish to it's an urban fantasy.
Yours did.
Yeah.
Yours did. All right, friends, that's going to do it for this weekend, but we'll be back here next Sunday. Right? Yes, next Sunday. Yep. And then the following weekend, I will have a sprint on Saturday morning and then still Sunday at 8 p.m. to close out my weekend. I think the closing ceremony / like dance party for Jessica will still be going on at 8 p.m. But if you want to still get words in, you can come and join. We'll still be sprinting at that time. You're very welcome, Kate. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming every weekend. I love it that you guys show up here every weekend, that we see new faces, familiar faces. Thanks for coming out and hanging with us, getting stuff done. And hopefully we'll see you next weekend. Have a great week. Come back and report back. Let us know how you made out. That's going to be it for today, though. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
Have a good week.